we got a request from the ANC to bring their fighters here. They had been based in Angola, but they were being told to go away. Following the fight between the Cubans sent by Fidel Castro and the South African whites, where the South African whites were defeated by the Cuban Expeditionary Force. Part of the compromise was that ANC leaves Angola and gets somewhere else to go. They had nowhere to go. Mwalimu Nyerere had left power in Tanzania, who was a reliable supporter. The ANC people were telling me that whenever they would ring African leaders to say, can we come there, they would switch off the phones. So I got the request. It was brought to me by the man who was a treasurer of the ANC. I've forgotten his name, but I remember his face. He's the one who came to see me. Then I put it to the cabinet, in the cabinet. Oh, that cabinet, I wish you could get the minutes. Big debate, because we were two groups, the Pan-Africanists and others, some other group. Because remember that government was broad-based. We had everybody there. DP, UPC, they were all there. We were together there. I wish you could get the minutes of that cabinet and you see who was saying what. Some people were saying that if we bring the ANC here, the whites will attack us. Now what shall we do? Then we said if the whites attack us, we fight them. Then they were saying, in other words, some people were saying, why do you care about ANC? Yes, but ANC is part of Africa. This is part of our mission. That debate was so important. I've never forgotten it in my head, in that cabinet. I wish they can get the minutes and one day they publicize them. So, fortunately, I had the supporters there, Uganda, Chivejinja, I remember Chivejinja, and some others. I don't know whether Otofiro was in the cabinet at that time, but we got support. And because of that, we welcomed the ANC. That's how they came to Kaweweta, and they trained there. Now, because of that, ANC was able to get a stable place where from 1989 until 1994, when they were able to go back to their country. Now, because of that, if you see what has been happening in Africa, and you have to look at Uganda's exports to South Sudan, to Congo, to the region, big exports. I will give you the figures next time when we speak. So these positions, these policies are not just ideas. They are solutions to our problems. If you say patriotism, love Uganda, it has got implications for good of the country. If you say the opposite, like sectarianism of religion and tribes, it has got implications. You will end up with the Somalia, where the country breaks down. If you say Pan-Africanism, it has got implications. So therefore, I want to remind the NRM people again that please, what we are engaged in is issue of policies, not individuals, not me. Now, what reminded me about the Rugundas was that evening of the 25th of January 1971, we decided that I go to Tanzania, link up with Mwalimu, link up with Obote. I left on the 27th. I left with 4 other people to Tanzania. Because otherwise the men would have killed us. We couldn't stay here. We were the same people, but at that time we could not confront Idi Amin. The only way was to get out and organize from the side. Now when we came in 1979, it is Amin who ran away. Why? Because this time we were organized. We are no longer individuals. We are a force. It is the force that enabled us to reassert ourselves in Uganda. But we as individuals, we could not do anything. So when you waste a lot of time, me, please, you are wasting your time. You as an individual, you are nothing. Even if you are very brilliant, even if you are what, there is nothing you can do as an individual. What you need to know and respect is the party. The party, the force, the army. It is what can help you to do whatever you want to do. So the people who waste a lot of time, me, they should really stop because they divert us. And at the moment you look at yourself as an agent of ideas, not your ego, things will be very simple. When you come, for instance, to even elections, you can sit down in our area, who are there? What are the issues in our area? 1, 2, 3, 4. Among us, who can push it better than the other one? It will not me, no. It will be who these are the problems for our area or for Uganda or for whatever. Now, who are we? Me, you, and him. So of the three of us, who can push this thing? But rationally, without more emotion, without personal, then you will get a good solution. I don't want to make my speech here long, but in 1970, I joined UPC for the first time for 5 months. I was a member of UPC for 5 months. Since 1960, I had been a member of DP. That DP, which they keep talking about. DP without Museveni means nothing. But in September 1970, I joined UPC. And the reason I joined UPC was because of the land issues in our area, the ranches. The government had unfairly created ranches there and distributed them unfair against our population there. Now, I wanted us to solve this. Now, our local elite wanted to bring in Museveni Vows. Museveni Vows was from Toro. He did not have a good constituency there, so they wanted to bring him to be a member of parliament for Ankole Northeast, that area of ours of Chilhura now, Chilhura Kazo. But me, I didn't mind. Museveni Vows could come and be our member of parliament. But would he solve the issue of the ranches? That was my idea. So I went to see him at one day here. Say, Mzee, I wanted to talk to him, but he refused to see me. Babia refused. He had a white secretary. I went there, and they said the vice president will not see you. So that's how I went down and supported one of our candidates to defeat the one of Babia. Otherwise, if Mzee Babia had agreed to see me, I would have been his supporter. Unfortunately, those elections never took place. They were supposed to take place in April 1971, but they didn't take place because of the coup. So the issue is, issues should be the ones in front of us, not me, and then causing divisions among people, very unprincipled divisions. Now, finally, the Secretary General talked about it a bit. I congratulate the new NRM chairpersons of the districts. Let me see who they are. I know some of them. This is Karisa, Uganda. There is Madina. Madina got elected. Madina is from Kawempe. I can see Namuju Sise from Ruengo. All these are the new chairpersons. The new chairpersons. Now, the Ikman was elected. The Ik is from Karamoja. He's chairman of what? Of Kabong. Oh, Alakaranoi. So all these powerful people have been elected. Now that you have been elected, Mbabas, are you also elected? You are RDC.